America just banned the cheapest electric car ever made. Right now, China has just done something that the entire Detroit auto industry said was impossible. We're talking about a fully loaded electric SUV for $15,000. And when you see what this means, you're going to understand why executives at Ford and GM are having emergency meetings as we speak. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to break down exactly what happened, why it changes everything, and why American automakers may never recover from this. Let's go.
But before I show you the spec sheet that literally caused the White House to implement emergency tariffs this week, and I promise when you hear these numbers, you're going to want to pause the video, I need to give you the context that nobody else is covering. Because here's what the mainstream media is completely ignoring. This isn't about safety concerns. This isn't about cybersecurity. This is about survival. The American auto industry is staring down an extinction-level event, and the government just threw them the only lifeline they have left, keeping Chinese EVs out by force. This isn't just a new car launch. This is a turning point, and by the end of this video, you will never look at the electric vehicle market the same way again. Stay with me. The authority context. For the last 100 years, American automakers have dominated the global car market, and for good reason. Detroit engineering was the gold standard. Ford invented the assembly line. GM was the world's largest automaker for 7 consecutive decades. Nobody questioned it. Then, 2020 happened. China quietly dropped a battery technology that changed the equation entirely. BYD, a company most Americans had never heard of, became the world's largest EV manufacturer by 2024 sales volume, not through government subsidies alone, through actual innovation. Lithium iron phosphate batteries, blade battery architecture, vertical integration from lithium mines to dealership floors. While Tesla was selling the Model 3 for $46,000, BYD was selling comparable vehicles in China for under $20,000. And American lawmakers watched this happen in real time, leading to 100% tariffs on Chinese EVs in 2024. Here's the data that officially rewrites the rulebook. Point 1. The price collapse. Let's start with the BYD Seagull. $12,500 in China for 2026 models for a brand new electric car. Let that sink in. The cheapest new car you can buy in America right now is the Nissan Versa at $17,000, and that's a gasoline car with just 118 miles EPA range and outdated tech. That's not a small step forward, that's a generational leap. And here's what that means for you as a consumer. The entire pricing structure of the American auto market is built on a foundation that just cracked. American automakers cannot compete at that price point. They physically cannot. Their labor costs, their supplier contracts, their dealer networks, the entire infrastructure is designed for $30,000 entry-level vehicles. But this is just the beginning, because point 2 is where it gets truly insane. Point 2. The technology gap. BYD isn't just cheaper, they're actually more advanced in the areas that matter most for electric vehicles. Their blade battery technology has a 0% thermal runaway rate in extensive testing. BYD 2024 to 2026 data. Translation: it doesn't catch fire. Meanwhile, American EVs using cylindrical cells still face documented fire risks, per NHTSA reports. Range? The BYD Han gets 376 miles CLTC, EPA equivalent 300 miles, on a single charge. Price? $28,000 in China. Compare that to the Chevy Equinox EV, 319 miles EPA range, $43,000 starting price.
You're paying $15,000 more for similar range and older battery tech. And you haven't even heard the most shocking part yet. Point 3. The manufacturing revolution. Here's what nobody's talking about. BYD builds 80% of their components in-house. Tesla outsources about 30%. Ford outsources 85%. When you control your entire supply chain, from the lithium mine to the semiconductor fab, you control your costs, you control your quality, you control your speed. BYD can design a new vehicle and have it in production in 14 months. Detroit takes 48 months for the same process. That's not a competitive disadvantage. That's a death sentence. Point 4. The Geely threat. And BYD isn't even the only threat. Geely, the Chinese company that owns Volvo and Polestar, just announced the Galaxy E5. $15,000 in China, 440 miles CLTC range, 0 to 60 in 6.2 seconds. For context, the Ford Mustang Mach-E with comparable specs costs $52,000. You're looking at a 70% price difference for the same product category. Point 5. The infrastructure play. But here's the move that should terrify American automakers the most. BYD now operates over 5,000 battery swap stations across China. Full battery swap in under 3 minutes. No charging wait times, no range anxiety. They're not just selling cars, they're building an entire ecosystem that makes gasoline look obsolete and American EV charging infrastructure look primitive. And the US government's response? 100% tariffs and import restrictions that effectively ban them.
Now, here's where I'm going to say something that most channels won't say. And some of you are going to disagree with me in the comments, and that's fine. The Biden administration was actually correct to implement these 100% tariffs and restrictions. Look, there are people who will argue this is protectionism, that it's anti-consumer, that it's anti-free market. And honestly, there's some truth to that. But here's what they're missing, and this is the part that changes the entire calculation. If Chinese EVs flooded the American market at $15,000, Ford would face massive layoffs within 18 months. GM would follow within 24. Stellantis would pull out of North America entirely. We're not talking about competition, we're talking about annihilation. The U.S. auto industry employs 1 million people directly and supports 7.2 million jobs indirectly. BLS 2025 data. Entire cities, Detroit, Louisville, Dearborn, are built on this industry. So yes, American consumers are paying the price through higher vehicle costs and limited choices. But the alternative is economic devastation across the industrial Midwest. This is why American automakers are more vulnerable right now than any analyst is willing to admit publicly. They can't win on price, they can't win on technology, they can't win on manufacturing speed. Their only advantage is a government-enforced moat, and that moat is temporary. So let's bring this all together. Chinese automakers have created electric vehicles that are cheaper, more advanced, and faster to market than anything Detroit can produce. And the only thing standing between them and complete market domination is a tariff wall that may not survive the next election cycle. American automakers have maybe 3 years to completely reinvent their manufacturing processes, supply chains, and cost structures, or we are looking at a complete restructuring of the global auto industry as we know it. I said it, and you heard it here first. Now, I want to know your take. Do you think the US government is right to ban Chinese EVs, or should American consumers have access to $15,000 electric cars? Drop it in the comments right now. I read every single one, and I'll personally reply to the most interesting takes. If this video changed how you see the EV market, hit that like button. It genuinely helps this channel reach more people. And if you're not subscribed yet, why not?
Hit subscribe and the bell icon so you never miss when the next game-changing video drops. See you in the next one.